What is up, everyone? Hope you had a great week of trading. It was pretty good myself, and I'm looking to start another 50K challenge next week, and I want to dive in and cover that real quick. If you're in our free Discord, you'll be able to get access to this link right here. This one is 50% off all the time, but right now until Monday at midnight, so the 13th, February 13th, they're running 80% off as well as reoccurring months. So click this link and switch it to save 80 when you're checking out. Or you could simply go to Forexation, theforexation.com. Forexation.com, it'll take you to our links. And if you click this Apex funding and just use code SAVE80, it's 80% off until Monday at midnight on February 13th. And you could also get access to the Discord and the 5-day price action boot camp all through that link, and you'll get the invite link to this Discord. And then you'll have options to pay, but to join and get access to the basic information in here is free. And then you could pay up and get more benefits from the Discord community. This week in February, we forgot to cover the news last week, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and quickly cover the news and see what we got working for us next week. Looks like we got a lot of speeches next week. Looks like Monday, early morning, got a speech. Inflation rates, followed by more speeches. These are going to affect before market open. And then market open, price may just kind of bounce around until these speeches come in. So Monday should be pretty smooth. Maybe the market just waits for all this data. Then we go into Wednesday. Looks like retail sales, industrial production, business inventories, oil stocks change, net long-term TIC flows. Then we go on to Thursday, building permits, housing starts, jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, initial jobless claims, PPI, and speech. And then Friday, export prices, import prices, followed by another speech. So busy week, lots and lots of data coming out, news, speeches, all that stuff. So could be a crazy week in the market. Like I was saying, I am starting a new 50K challenge with Apex Trader funding, and I took advantage of the 80% off. So why not add another challenge and hopefully pass that one as well. So let's get into the charts and let's review what we wrote up last week and then take a look at what happened this week. So looks like we wanted it to come down and then bounce up, taking out this high. So let's go into the chart. Okay, so we thought it was going to come down, and I think we were on the 4-hour in that picture. It came down, bounced up. We never did take out that high, and then we kind of just bounced around and then fell off. So is this tipping our hand that we're going to start filling in this gap and then dropping lower? If we did drop lower, there's this down here, which is a long ways to go. So we'll see how the news affects the market. But with what price is doing right now, we did come down, never broke back above. And then we broke through this, creating a market structure shift. So could be early in the week looking for buys and then sell off. So let's break it down. Let's go to the day. So the E-mini, it did take out its liquidity above here. Both of these pairs failed to do so. So this could have just been the S&P sweeping liquidity, but the strength is pushing down to the sell side, and we could be getting a market flip. So there's really nothing I want to add to these charts here. Besides, we got sell side down here, and we got sell side down here, and we got sell side relative equals down here, but we'll just put the sell side. If we do continue up higher, I'm looking to break this zone up here as well as break through these relatively equals we already had drawn up. All right, so going into the daily now. Go ahead and clear out not all of the drawings, but all the ones in this area. We still have this gap. I would like to see price visit. But on the daily chart, yeah, we did break through this low right here. But in the grand scheme of things, you can see up, down, never broke this. Up, down. As long as we don't break through this, we could come down probably into this order block, which we already did. So looking at the higher time frame, it does look like we still want to go up in price. Let's back out to the week. Let's get a better look. And you can see price broke above this swing here and this one. Then it came back down last week. These wicks are filling in everything. Nothing really to come down to. So price is looking good from the higher time frame to go up. So let me take this daily screenshot real quick, putting in our new buy side and sell side. And we do have this gap here, which you can see filled it in both sides. And the body did respect it, going back down to the sell side, back into this order block. So having that marked up on the chart gives me the confidence and just not getting lost in the short-term price that we're still looking bullish overall in the market. So let me go ahead and add this down to the 4-hour now. See, this is where you start seeing that structure shift, and you might think, okay, we're heading down. But what I think probably going to happen, two things. We might come up into this area, price leaving gaps, fair value gaps, order blocks, whatever ends up happening to come down into it. And then we push up. So let's mark up our first target. If we were to take some buys off of this, we would be going into this fair value gap. So there's really nothing down here I'm seeing on the 4-hour. Price already dug into this wick here. This is all filled in. The only thing I'm seeing is if it comes way down here, but we're not worrying about that. We're in the daily order block. So let's add this picture. Go down to the 1-hour just to look. And how price has been behaving is just kind of whipping back and forth. We haven't had really clean price since it just melted away and then came right back and then just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we'll just have to see what price does on the opening tomorrow on Sunday for me, and Monday London session going into the week. We'll see how that plays out. I've been messing around with JPY. You could see that setup was perfect. The only thing was on the lower, I think on the 15 minutes, somewhere in here, I had the I pulled the stop loss down, and this giant wick smacked me out. I think I was right above this, and then it dropped. I was literally I didn't have this take profit. I had a different one. It was somewhere, I think it was somewhere down here at the 0.5. If I didn't get hit, I should have stuck to this and I would have hit, but live and learn. We're not breaking down this market though. We're going to remove drawings and we're going to go to EU. And this one we wanted it to come up into this breaker block 4-hour fair value gap. That was not the case. It melted off. I took some buys going up, but we never reached up here. And if we look at the dollar, euro, we wanted it. It was going in the right direction up to here, and then price just gapped down. So I think price is going to fill this gap coming up. And the dollar just kind of stayed sideways. So I think we're going to fill this gap, go up a little bit, and that's what's going to give us a pullback, hopefully up here into this area. So let's go to the daily, remove drawings, put our buy side and sell side. Still got this fair value gap. And if price does continue to melt down, we do have this order block down here. So price may tap into this before we start going up. We'll see how it plays out. Again, only time will tell. We can't predict the future. So let me go back here, take the picture. Going down to the 4 hour, you can see price came into this order block, melted off. Or not an order block, pull. I always forget the name. Propulsion block. Then came up, took liquidity. That's when we reached into there and then broke through down here. So a target, if we don't go all the way up into here, I do want to get the 50% of this, which would be right here. So it pulls back looking like that. So right now, I don't really have a immediate bias, but we'll let price play out with all the news events, see how it reacts, and see if anything sets us up for some day trading. If you haven't already, click that like button, click subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We post on there. We got a bunch of content coming up. So get connected, get plugged into the Discord server. And if you're looking to trade futures and get funded, go click the link, forexation.com. You'll always have 50% off with my code. But right now they're running a limited time, 80% off.